Hey guys, it's me, AJ Candy, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this doll EpiPen for severe allergic reactions. And one of the main reasons I want to make this is because I am allergic to peanuts. So now I will tell you the things that you will need to make this adorable doll. So the first thing you're going to need is a piece of paper, and I cut mine in half because you're going to be able to make about four EpiPens using one sheet. This is optional, but if you have an allergy, then you will have an EpiPen. So you can use it to kind of measure, like against your hand, for how big you will want it to be for your doll. The next thing you will need is blue paint. I used puffy paint because that was the first thing I found laying around. For the top of the EpiPen. Blue to the sky, orange to the side. Depending on how many EpiPens you are making, you will need that number of small orange beads. And this will be for the part where the needle comes out. You also need a hot glue gun, and be careful because boy, these things get hot. You also need parchment paper or cooking sheet. Next you will need a glue stick, and finally a black pen. So what you're gonna do first is you're gonna take a piece of paper and you are going to cut it in half, and I have already done that. Just start rolling from this end, but only roll a little bit, not too much. A little bit. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your glue stick and you're gonna put the glue about from right here. You're just gonna start rolling until you're at the edge of the You're just gonna keep putting on more glue, about this much at a time, and keep rolling until you are done your whole sheet of paper. You don't have to use the whole sheet of paper, but I'd say use at least half of your half. Normal, or for the last one I did, I had about this much left over. And now I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut right So here. Now you will have this long paper roll. And when you compare it to the doll's hand, you're probably going to be like, dude, this is way too big for a doll EpiPen. And yes, you are right. So now what you're going to do is you're going to cut right down the middle. So you'll have two EpiPens from one half. You have your two basic shapes for your doll EpiPens. And now when you compare it to your doll's hand, it's actually a reasonable size. So now when you look at your EpiPen, there's a big giant hole down the middle of it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a piece of parchment paper and you are going to do a dot of hot glue on it. And then you are going to wait about 20 seconds for it to dry. And for it to almost dry, but not quite. And then you're going to dip your EpiPen in it, wait for it to dry, and then you will pull it off the paper and peel off the excess. And this will seal the bottom of your EpiPen. This is what it looks like if you use a larger bead compared to a smaller bead. I prefer the smaller beads, but if you don't have any small beads, then you can use a larger, regular size bead. So this should be about the size of your dot of hot glue to seal your EpiPen. Now you're going to wait about 20 seconds for it to dry. Then you will take your EpiPen and you will dip it right in there. Okay, so it's been about 20 seconds, so now I'm just going to take my little paper roll EpiPen and I'm going to dip it right in the glue. So now I'm going to hold it for a couple seconds, just make sure it's stable. And then when it's dry, you can pull it right off the parchment paper and then peel off the excess. Okay, so it's been a couple minutes and I'm not sure if it's dry or not, and I don't want to burn my hand off. So I'm going to take a mini clothespin and I'm going to poke the glue to see if it's dry so I don't burn off my hand. Okay, yep, it seems good. So now there's a bunch of little stringy pieces attached to it, so I'm just going to snip those off. So now I'm just gonna pull it off the sheet, clip off the more stringies, and ta-da! You have your giant glue glob on the bottom of your EpiPen. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your EpiPen and you are gonna just peel off the excess, which is actually quite easy, and there you go, the bottom's all sealed. So this is what the bottom looks like once you've peeled it all off. And now for the orange tip. or needle. So again, I have a fear of burning my hands on a hot glue gun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a dot of glue on this and just stab it on the bead so I don't have to actually touch it. So now I just put the glue on the edge of the paper roll and had the bead sitting on the parchment paper and just stab the bead with the glue. But I realized I wasn't recording when I did that, so I'll film it for the next time. Wait for this to dry. Because I don't have the patience for that one, or to wait for that one to dry, I'm going to use the one I made earlier. So if you have any like nasty stringies like that, you can just pull them off with your fingers, or you can use scissors to get them off. Just make sure if you use your fingers that you wait till it's completely dry so you don't burn yourself. Strings. And now what you're going to do is you're going to take your pen, or you can use a Sharpie. I'm just using a pen because the Sharpie is harder to write it with, or to write on. And you're going to take your EpiPen and you are just going to write EpiPen on it. Or you could write epinephrine, either one. Okay, wait, I'm not going to follow for this part because I'll mess up. Okay, almost done. I am writing it in all capitals, but you don't have to. There. And now you are done writing your EpiPen. And now for the next and final step is I'm going to use my blue puffy paint. Again, you don't have to use puffy paint. It's just all I had on hand at the moment. And then I'm going to go to this, or the tip that you sealed earlier. And you're going to just put a little bit of the blue paint on there to make it look more realistic and stuff. You don't have to, but I want to because the real EpiPens do have the blue at the tip, or at the top. Also, I couldn't find any paintbrushes, so I am using a mini clothespin to put on, or to smooth out the paint and stuff. So I just put on a glob of paint like that, and I'm just going to use a mini clothespin to spread it around. Once you are done painting on the blue, you just have to wait for it to dry, and your doll EpiPen is complete. This is the one I made earlier, so the paint's dry, and yeah, it is super cute. And now your dolls have their EpiPens for if they ever have an allergic reaction. And remember, it's always blue to the sky and orange to the EpiPen compared to my doll Alexa's hand, and it is a pretty good size. And yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye!